There it is.
There it is. Welcome.
Welcome to the Fill in the Blank podcast.
Life After Film School Academy Awards special.
Bum, 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 bum.
Well, there you go. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's the gala music.
No,
this is episode 23, and it is, in fact, the Academy Awards show, which
yes,
is,
it's
this
actually
was what we did for the first podcast.
That's what I was going to say. It's
show.
kind of an anniversary show.
Yes, it is a little bit, and it's right around the same time, actually.
Yeah.
Oddly enough,
I know. Weird
so,
that the Academy Awards come around the same time.
No, just that we're on it. That
we're broadcasting.
I guess
this one
that it's episode 23. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's pretty exciting.
So yeah, we're gonna do our picks. That will be the whole episode. Because it takes that long because we have lots to say, but people seem to enjoy the last one. It's because we're dicks about stuff.
Yeah. Yes. We're going to tell you what to like.
And what else is going on? We've got the contest.
Yes, we do.
Still underway.
The Westward No.
Westward No is the
tagline or subtitle contest.
At the time of recording this, no one has yet entered. And we know how that goes. That means Melody's going to win.
Yep. Because Melody's
right at the end.
Yep.
Melody will just sweep in and answer it and win.
And she could just type in Westward No, hi guys, and that has to win.
That has to win because it's the only entry.
Right.
Here's some examples. Of things you might do.
Sure, I want to hear them.
Westward No. Yeah, but still. Or if you wanted to be,
that.
Or if you wanted to go controversial, you could go Westward No. The story of the Cherokee Nation on the Trail of Tears.
Oh, no!
A Ken Burns film.
Oh, no!
See, that's just some examples. Those are just things you could have done.
Mm-hmm.
Things you could do. Types of things. Totally different movies right there.
Yeah. Wow.
Uh-huh.
I like it, though.
Yeah, I know. See, it works.
I would probably watch that.
It works. I would watch it.
I'd definitely watch that.
He could have a movie called that.
Oh yeah.
So what else is happening?
Well, I mean, not much. I really want to focus on the Academy Awards here, but I do have something that I want to throw at our audience before we get related to the Academy Awards, and it was when I'm trying to remember. I was watching something with people that I know. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. And it might have been the Golden Globes.
Oh, you're watching like a television thing with a group of people. Okay.
Yes. And someone told this just gem of a fascinating story, which is, that's right, Bryan Cranston. You know, my sister's mother was at the supermarket the other day, and she saw Bryan Cranston at the supermarket.
Okay.
Which is exactly what I said, and I was like, and they were like, I mean, why would he go to that supermarket? Why would he go to my supermarket? You would think that he would know some better supermarket to go to, and I'm like, he's going to that supermarket because that's where the food is.
It's a supermarket.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably the one in the area he was in.
Right.
And he wanted food.
There was something in there.
Most of them have the same stuff. I don't know if people know
that he wanted. So he brought his money,
and he bought it.
And he walked in and bought it.
Right.
I guess my point with this being, I don't think people should be amazed when celebrities do stuff that we do every single day. You know why?
Because they're human beings.
Correct. Correct. And they have to, if they want food, they have to go to the supermarket and get it because that's where the food is.
That's right. It's where the fish are.
Yeah. So I just wanted to remind people overall that just because you're in a movie does not mean that you're not a normal person. And I know that sounds so silly, but all the time you just hear people and I find that it even comes down to when you and I say we want to do certain things. Mm-hmm. It's there's a certain facet of people that don't think that you and I could do the things that we do because that's what the Hollywood people do.
Oh yeah.
Real people don't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, somebody's out there
Somebody's
doing
it.
So I just want to remind people that just because you work on a film or you're in Hollywood or you work in that type of thing.
But just because you work on one thing doesn't mean that's the only thing you can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just, you're a normal person.
Oh yeah, you also have just this talents and skills of every other human.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Those are normal people too.
Yes.
Which to you film school people should be inspiring.
Mm-hmm. It should.
Means that you can do it just like anybody else.
That's right. Mm-hmm. All right.
If you know people.
Right before we get to this, let's just remember, everybody, tell your friends about the podcast, please. That's the way, the only way that we get more listeners, and then we can have more contests.
Just tell them how much you enjoy listening to us.
Yeah. And then when you tell them that, be like, here's how you find out about it. You go to fillintheblank.com. Or fillintheblankfilms.com. Or you go to facebook.com/FITB Podcast.
Right. Or you can go to YouTube and listen to it.
Or watch it on YouTube. But if you go to Facebook, obviously, as you all know, that's where you get all the info is there.
Correct. And then you can enter the contest to win. You can
enter the contest.
Movie tickets.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. So do that. All right.
At this point, like we said, if you enter, you win.
Yes. The 86th Annual Academy Awards.
Yes.
They're in March this year, which is a little
March
strange.
2nd. March 2nd. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a little late, it feels like, doesn't it?
It feels late to me, yeah.
But whatever.
So I think we should. How do we want to go through this? Do we want to just do Best Picture first? I think we kind of have to, because it's going to rehash. There's going to be
a
lot of overlap.
Let's start with the Best Picture.
Let's just go down
through a lot of
in the traditional list order.
After we've spent enough time talking about everything, because it's the
then you
smaller
get to
categories
the fun
at the
ones
end.
that you just rush through.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So, in terms of Best Picture, what are we dealing with here? We're dealing with American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Dallas Buyers Club, Gravity, Her, Nebraska, Philomena, or as Leonardo DiCaprio likes to call it, Philomania.
Philomania? Did he say that?
He called it that at the Golden Globes. 12 Years a Slave, and as you like to call it, The Wolf of Wall Street.
The Wolf of Wall Street. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what do you think is going to win? Not what do you want to win? What do you think is going to win?
I'm afraid 12 Years a Slave is going to win.
No. Okay. At the risk of starting controversy, I want to know why you say you're afraid it's going to win.
Because that one, of like the ones that I would be okay with winning, which that's one of the, I've seen 5 of these.
Okay.
I have not seen them all, and that's one of the ones I have not seen.
Okay.
I intend to see it. Hopefully before I will see it at some point, hopefully before the awards.
Correct.
But, and so I'm not trying to knock it. I'm sure it's a great film, but is anyone surprised by what they got out of that viewing? Or did anyone go there and think it was going to be exactly what it was?
Right.
Very well done, very well acted, very interesting story. Probably deserves to be nominated. However, it's the same old for me.
You feel
it's nothing to do with what it's dealing with. It's just the same old movie. It's like,
this is one where you feel like it was made for the awards.
Exactly. Also,
I feel like that about a lot of them this year,
the director's name's Steve McQueen, and it's not Steve McQueen.
It's not that Steve McQueen.
It's not Steve McQueen.
But no. Actually, you know what? Overall, I feel like that about a lot of the films in the Best Picture category.
Yeah, I think Philomena. Philomena is nominated because of to me, the quantity of actors in the Academy. Because
maybe
the actors look at that and go, "Oh my gosh, what a great role! What a great piece! What a great character study!"
Well, you certainly got opinions.
I do.
I know.
I always do.
I know you do.
It's like
I'm excited.
It's like what a great character study this is. So they like that, but that doesn't mean it's a great entertaining film.
Right.
And I haven't seen that one either. This is gonna be bad because it's gonna be like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But,
no, pretty much that's what it sounds like.
But that's how it always is when we do this.
See, but I feel like a lot of these are the.
Yeah. Dallas Buyers Club.
I mean, even an American Hustle feels like...
American Hustle totally felt like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think we're just dealing I think I've said this before, we're dealing in kind of a crash kind of year where it's like, let's nominate the films that were made to be nominated.
Right. What's the one you think is going to win? Not the one you want.
Honestly, I think that... Because I've heard a lot of people saying that the 12 Years a Slave...
Yeah.
is going to win.
Yeah. And
I think that they're saying that because of the... I know you're not.
Yeah.
But I feel like most people I talk to are saying that because of the subject matter.
Oh, okay. And
like,
they feel like, they have to pander. And it's
well,
like,
they didn't have a Holocaust movie this year, so
I don't think that's it. No.
I don't
think that factors in.
No. I personally, I'm going to go with American Hustle as...
You think that's going to be the winner?
Yeah. I think just because...
That's had a lot of blowback in critical circles, though, for being just... for trying, kind of like pulling one over on all the audiences and making you think it's better than it is.
Yeah, well,
I liked it.
I liked it too, and I think that one's gonna.
I would. My pick for what I want is Gravity.
Mine too.
So, and I think that it has a chance.
I do too.
I think there's a chance,
especially because Cuarón's been getting like the Directors Guild, and also like they've been
it's been winning stuff.
Yeah.
I'm doing my usual as we fill out our ballots here live. I'm doing my usual where I mark two different ones. I mark the one that I think will win and the one that I want to win.
That's correct. Do you think there's any chance that The Wolf is going to sneak up on us? I don't think
Scorsese. He got it though, and The Departed.
I'm just saying. What do you think the chances are?
So much better than The Wolf of Wall Street.
No, right. No, I understand that. But I'm just saying. What do you think the chances of a sneaky Nebraska? Or...
Oh, Nebraska's always a chance.
You know what I'm saying? Just one of those sneaky ones that everyone's looking over here, and the Academy goes surprise over here.
Nebraska's always sneaky because of the director,
right?
Whose name is escaping me, but it's the director of Sideways and the Descendants and all those.
Oh, it's right on the tip
I know, it's right there.
why are we being dumb? Either way. So yeah, I guess those are it could be a sneaky one. I could be completely wrong about this.
And because you've got the other one that could sneak is Dallas Buyers Club because of all the actory accolades that are headed.
That's what I'm saying. Right. That's the other one. I've heard a lot of people saying that it's either going to be Dallas Buyers Club or 12 Years a Slave.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen Dallas Buyers Club again because it's just going to sound like I haven't seen it. That's the one I really want to see, actually, of the ones on the list.
Right. That's the one that, even after seeing it, I feel exactly like what you said about 12 Years a Slave.
Oh, really? Okay. But the performance is worth the nomination.
If it were completely up to me, I'd give performances awards for that one and then give the best picture to something else.
Okay.
Fantastic film, well done. I never need to see it again.
Okay.
I mean, it's just kind of heavy. Like it's well done and stuff, but you're just like, oh gosh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, it's kind of it was weird because as we were getting in like October, November, I was like, oh my gosh, there actually is a lot of good movies this year. And then I'm looking at the list going, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, they're all good movies,
they're
but
good
you know
films.
what I'm saying? Just nothing I'm that excited about other than Gravity.
And like in terms of which ones I'm going to buy when they come out on DVD.
Yeah.
But that could just be our taste.
I mean, on this list, I'll buy Gravity, and I'll may or may not buy Captain Phillips, and I won't buy any of the other ones.
Right. See, Captain Phillips is
Phillips was really good.
Yeah.
So I don't expect it to win.
No.
I'm not like rooting for it to win. It was just so good. I think it deserves to be there.
Captain Phillips is the other one on this list that if it won, I would be secretly really jazzed.
I would too, yeah. I'd be like, yes. Because that's one that, because another one, the other reason why I like Gravity and Captain Phillips on this list is because those are ones that everyone went to and liked.
Right.
And American Hustle is one of those as well.
Yeah.
But there's so many on this list that nobody saw, which is oftentimes the case. But
right. Although I do have to say, at the Golden Globes, Tina Fey made the best joke about American Hustle.
Oh, we could have just looked below on our list to find out that Alexander Payne is the director of Nebraska. That's
I actually did that, but I decided to let it go.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say the joke that Tina Fey made at the Golden Globes about American Hustle.
Uh-huh.
That was cracking me up. Did you see that?
I did not, no.
Oh, her joke was that the original title of American Hustle was Explosion at the Wig Factory.
No, it's true.
I
know. Okay, so...
Best Director?
Best Director, we've got David O. Russell for American Hustle, Alfonso Cuarón for Gravity, Alexander Payne for Nebraska, Steve McQueen for 12 Years a Slave.
Not that one, guys.
And Martin Scorsese for The Wolf of Wall Street. I'm just going to on purpose say Wolf now.
The Wolf of Wall Street, yeah. And I'm just saying it's not that Steve McQueen.
No.
It's the Steve McQueen of Shame, of Michael Fassbender, all of Michael Fassbender's movies, pretty much, you know. Okay. So... Do you have a difference?
Now, this I do think Cuarón has a very good chance at winning.
Yes,
he might be my pick for both counts because Payne's gotten it before.
Mm-hmm.
Scorsese's gotten it.
Mm-hmm.
I think McQueen's too new, but he could.
He could.
I think McQueen and Cuarón actually have the best chance of winning this.
I do too.
Of the five.
Well, I was actually thinking about it, saying that. And
David O. Russell's gotten it.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about saying that maybe Academy's going to be... Because, sometimes they kind of use Best Director and Best Picture as a way to be like, these are our two favorite pictures.
I think they might split it.
So
that's why I think they might give it to Gravity, because I don't think that Gravity will win Best Picture.
Right.
Wait, did David O. Russell win Best Director?
David O.
Or
Russell?
has he not?
No, I thought he... Oh, gosh.
I don't know. I know. See, we should have had our history list here. That's okay.
Damn it.
I don't know that he actually has one. I know he was up 2 years in a row for The Fighter and for... I think he won for The Fighter.
Yeah, I want to say he won for something.
It wasn't Silver Linings Playbook. I think he won for The Fighter.
Right. Okay.
Anyways, I'm picking Cuarón on both accounts in this one.
Oh, you are?
I am.
I'm trying to decide if I want to...
I actually think he'll win.
I actually think he'll win, too.
I think he's got the respect of the directors in Hollywood.
Right. I'm just trying to decide if I want to split it to be like... Because I could see the Academy also being like, surprise.
Yeah. Well, they always do. Yeah. There's always a couple where you're like, really, guys?
That's one thing about the Academy Awards is that everybody always tries to
act as though it's going to be the same old.
Well, they're like we look at all the previous awards to see what's the Academy going to choose.
Yeah,
and then you get there and the Academy's like, I don't care what you guys chose.
Right, it's true, and I do appreciate that. Is that the Academy's like, no, you guys were right. You picked all the best movies to nominate, but we don't agree on
on we have our own opinion.
Yeah,
but all right. I'm going to go with. I want Alfonso Cuarón to win.
Okay.
And just to be interesting, I don't necessarily believe this, but I think let's say they're going to throw a Steve McQueen.
Yeah, that's the other one for me. It's those two.
So I'm going to go with, we'll pick Steve McQueen, want them to pick Gravity.
Sure. Okay.
This one, of course, being with the caveat that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be happy at the end of this category because I think they are going to give it to Cuarón.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
Just so we don't have the exact same list.
Correct.
Here.
Okay, who's up for Best Actor?
Best Actor: Christian Bale, American Hustle; Bruce Dern, Nebraska; Leonardo DiCaprio, The Wolf. He is the Wolf.
The Wolf.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, 12 Years a Slave; Matthew McConaughey, Dallas Buyers Club.
Okay. Now I think the buzz.
By the way,
yes.
Been watching everybody say some of these names, so
I know.
I was ready to go with this one.
I feel like the buzz...
Last year we had problems with names. And
we totally did. I'm not doing this
that
time. I think that the buzz at the moment is with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
And I don't think Christian Bale's going to win. He was very good in that. I liked him a lot. But
no, he's not going to win.
And I don't think DiCaprio's going to win.
As the Wolf?
As the Wolf. Bruce Dern's kind of an outsider there, where you're like, oh...
See,
don't know what to do with you.
Age works in his factor.
I know. So that's why Bruce Dern's a little bit of a wild card.
Yeah.
And then Chiwetel Ejiofor.
See, he's been so good for a while now.
He's been good for a while now, too, but he hasn't been mainstream.
Yeah. I mean, he's been in a lot more things than people think he has.
Yeah, that's true. But he hasn't, starred.
Right.
So I think it's McConaughey.
I think
at this moment, which is before February has even begun, and we know how the buzz will swing, but I think it's him.
I think they're going to give it to McConaughey. I would actually
I think I'm fine with that.
Oh, I'm fine with it. This is one of those categories that actually, I mean, everybody was really good. I can't say someone here doesn't deserve a nomination.
Yeah.
Everybody here is deserving. I would personally like to see it go to Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Okay.
For the reason that is my standing reason of who could use this the most.
Yes, that would help his career the most.
Correct.
McConaughey's already
everybody else on this list, they're not going to not work tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that he won't either, but I'm just saying he could use it more than anybody else. But
I don't really have one in this category that I'm like, I really want... I think
that's the only reason that I'm choosing someone else.
I think I would the only two, I think Bale or DiCaprio would be the two that, even though Christian Bale's never won and I love him, but I don't think he should get it for this.
Well, he's a professional.
That's right. Those two, DiCaprio and him, are the two that I'm like, if they won, I'd be like, really, guys?
Right, like they need
the other three, if any of them won, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Well, see, that would be my breakdown of this. I think McConaughey's going to win. I'd like to see Chiwetel take it.
If Bruce Dern takes it,
Bruce Dern
that's cool too.
Is the wild card that might surprise us.
And they'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
So I don't really have one in this category that I want to win per se.
Right. Well, I always default to who could use it the most.
That's good.
When I don't have a clear
good
pick.
Policy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Best Actress, we've got Amy Adams for American Hustle, Cate Blanchett for Blue Jasmine, Sandra Bullock for Gravity, Dench for Philomena, and we just call her Dench. There's no reason.
No.
Everyone knows it's the Dench.
Yeah.
And then
Lady Dench to you, actually.
And then shocking, Meryl Streep is nominated for August Osage County.
Right. She needs. Right. I would feel worse about that if she wasn't just so damn good every single time.
I know, but if she won, she'll be so upset if she wins.
I know.
I'm like just knowing how she reacts to things, she'll be very, very bothered if they give this to her.
I know.
She'll be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Right. please give this to somebody else.
For me on this one, it's between Blanchett and Bullock. And Dench, though.
Dench.
Those three.
I told you. You call her Lady Dench.
No, we're closer than you think. I can just.
Oh, okay. Well, if she said you could just call her Dench.
Those three. I don't think Amy Adams is going to win. I don't think Meryl Streep's going to win. I think it's those three. I don't know.
Amy Adams took the Golden Globe, and nobody expected that.
Exactly.
No, I know.
Including the Academy. I think that the early buzz was with Cate Blanchett.
Yeah, see, I was thinking...
that movie's been entirely snubbed other than that.
Yeah, but that might be why they put her in there.
I know. But see, Dench has got the legacy vote.
I don't think Dench is going to take it. I think Dench deserves...
You don't think so?
No,
Do you think Bullock has a chance?
I would like to think Bullock has
a
chance.
She already got one.
She's my choice for want to win in this category.
She's better in this
than she was in
the movie that she won for.
The Blind Side.
Yes.
I did not like her in The Blind Side.
I feel like people are going to be like going to vote and being like, I wish we hadn't given it to her for that.
So we could give it to...
No, then they're not going to give it to her.
Right. This is like the 2 years in a row where it was Crowe versus... Russell Crowe versus Denzel Washington.
Yes, that's right.
And they got it backwards both times.
Yes,
it was
they
like
did.
Gladiator versus something.
Training Day or something.
No, it was Gladiator.
It was,
it was Gladiator versus Training Day, and then the Hurricane versus A Beautiful Mind.
Correct, and he should have given it.
Each time they gave it to the opposite one.
Yes.
Then they deserve to give it for it. Yes. So that's definitely what's going on with Sandra Bullock here.
So I would like Bullock to win too. I think I'm gonna say Dench.
You think you're gonna go with Dench?
I think Dench is gonna be the one who gets it.
All right. Now I'm trying to decide here if I want to go with the Blanchett.
Bullock has a chance. All three of those have a chance.
Or if I want to go for the upset and say Amy Adams is going to take it.
Oh, I wouldn't. That you can do that, but I.
No, I know that's what I'm deciding.
I just realized something. Go ahead.
What?
Finish this category so I can backtrack to Best Actor for a moment.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to go with the safe vote and say Blanchett.
Okay.
But I feel like Amy Adams could Bruce Dern this.
She's too young. She's got it.
She's
got a lot of performances left in her.
I agree with you. I'm just saying she's older than you think.
She's an old lady. I'm telling you, she's older than
Dench.
She's
68.
She's older than Dench.
She was at Dench's christening.
Okay.
I want to just back to Best Actor.
It's more of a best. It's just an actor award. What did Tom Hanks do to piss off the Academy?
Seriously.
He should have been nominated twice.
He
should have been nominated for Captain Phillips as Best Actor
and Best Supporting
Best Supporting Actor as Walt Disney.
And let me go ahead and write in my actual choice for Best Actress.
Oh, okay.
That would be
is her in the what's her face?
Why can't I think of her name?
I don't know.
Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
Yes, she was
just playing an angry woman
good
for 2 hours.
Yes, but she was so good in Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah. That whole movie's been snubbed.
Yeah, except for in the soundtrack.
Right, but I think that the worst offense is Tom Hanks being snubbed twice. He should have been nominated twice.
Yes.
He didn't even get nominated
If you
once.
have seen the last few minutes of Captain Phillips...
Oh my God, yes.
How do you not nominate
the
Tom
end
Hanks?
of Captain Phillips, you're just like,
that's not my blood. You're like,
God. Yep.
Yeah.
That's offensive to me. Especially it's like, okay, Tom Hanks could have replaced Christian Bale. He could have replaced Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Absolutely.
In the category we're about to get to.
I mean, he doesn't really need one either, but when you're turning in those performances...
Oh, and they give the supporting to someone from Captain Phillips.
As well they should. That guy was great.
That guy was great, but Jonah Hill wasn't as good as Tom Hanks playing Walt Disney.
I know. Well, we're about to get there.
All right.
But yeah, Emma Thompson for Best Actress should be in there. That's a snub. That's a left out.
I don't know if I fully agree with that, but she was very good.
Okay. I feel that.
All right, so who's up for supporting actor?
All right, we've got Barkhad Abdi from Captain Phillips.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice pronunciation.
Thank you.
Like how he gave that one, too. I looked at the list and went, you go ahead and do this.
Yep. Bradley Cooper, American Hustle. Michael Fassbender, 12 Years a Slave. Jonah Hill, Woof.
I laugh every time.
And Jared Leto, or Leto, depending on who you are.
I think it's Leto.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah.
So Jordan Catalano, nominated for Dallas Buyers Club. That's my so-called life reference for those of you
every
out there.
time Jared Leto talks, I hear his name. All I think of is that song that you love that starts with the eagle crying from the band.
Yeah, 30 Seconds to Mars.
30 Seconds to Mars song.
Yeah.
I wish I had that on cue so that anytime we said Jared Leto, I could just be like,
we should have prepared that.
Okay, this one to me, I don't know. I really don't have a strong opinion. I just
Oh,
I think it's not going to be Jonah Hill.
I know exactly how this is going to go.
Jared
down.
Leto's strong. I think.
Let me handle this.
Jared Leto. Okay.
Yeah. Let me handle this. Jared Leto's going to take it. I think.
Okay.
Once again, based on my previous criteria, Barkhad Abdi, I want to have it because he might never be here again.
He probably won't.
Right.
He's not an actor.
Right.
He's just from a guy from Wisconsin.
Right.
Like, he's not gonna.
And he was really good.
And he was great.
So. If
you want it for him so that maybe he could start a career.
He could start a career. And just because of the way that guy looks, unfortunately, it's not like people are going to be beating down his door. He's never going to be a leading man.
No.
And life proved me wrong on this, because if he is, good for him.
Great, yeah.
You know, but I just think this is a big deal for him. It's a bigger deal than it is for any other person on that list.
That's true. Although you've got Cooper won, right? No, he did not.
Don't care.
Nobody on this category.
I'm not as big of a Cooper fan as
no, I'm just saying. I was just wondering. I don't think he's going to win.
No, Fassbender, he'll be back. Don't worry.
Fassbender will be back, and I think they know that. Yeah, I think Jared Leto would be
Jonah Hill.
The one.
While Jonah Hill's earned my respect as an actor.
Yes, but not
for the Wolf.
No, he was playing too much of a caricature for me in that.
Yeah, I mean, he was good.
He was very good. He's earned my respect as a serious actor.
Yeah,
and I don't dislike him. I like watching.
I like him too.
Not for that.
Yeah. So that's the way I think it's going to go down. Jared Leto gets it. Barkhad should get it.
Okay. Okay, so for
supporting
actress, we've got Sally Hawkins for Blue Jasmine, Jennifer Lawrence for American Hustle, Lupita Nyong'o, 12 Years a Slave, Julia Roberts, August Osage County.
You're like Julia Robert?
Yeah. And June Squibb for Nebraska.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen Blue Jasmine, so I have no idea of Sally Hawkins. I don't even know who that is.
Okay, I know, I can picture who it is, but I don't know.
I'm assuming it's the sister of the kid from Treasure Island. That's
the great granddaughter, Greg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what do you think? I think
interesting fact.
Okay.
Totally random.
Uh-huh.
The 10th American president, was it Tyler?
Sure.
Has a living grandson
Regular grandson?
Yes.
Holy crap. How old is this guy?
He had a son at like 74.
Tyler did?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then his son had a son at like 75 or 76.
And now this guy's like 80.
Yeah, but he's alive today.
He should have a son. Right now.
Right.
Where'd you find that out? That's a great fact.
I know.
That's a great piece of information.
I don't know. I'll footnote that.
That is good.
Later, but I that is a true fact.
This one is just a total mind boggler for me. I have no idea. I'm kind of, I don't know why, but I'm feeling June Squibb.
You think they're gonna go oddball choice?
Yeah. Well, I think she's
No, I mean, not that she's an oddball. I'm just saying.
No, I don't think Jennifer. I don't think American Hustle is gonna win anything. I think it's gonna be nominated for a million things and not win anything.
Really?
It could win like a costume, maybe. We haven't gotten there, but.
I don't know. Is there a period piece?
It is. It's true. But there might be a better period.
Right.
I just don't. I don't know. I'm just every time I see their names in the thing, I'm like, yeah, but no. You were good. Like, not that none of them. They all deserve it. It's a great performances, and I like the movie. But I'm just like,
okay. So who do you think's gonna get it?
I said June Squibb.
You say June Squibb.
If Julia Roberts gets it, I'm going to be mad just because I don't like Julia Roberts. But that's my personal problem.
Yes,
that's my personal issue.
I'll go ahead and agree with you and take June Squibb.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my want to Lupita Nyong'o for previously mentioned reasons.
I'm gonna have to see this movie.
But I also feel that if June Squibb gets it, she will also be fulfilling my reasons of people who need it.
That's true.
So I'm fine.
Both of them are in the same group there. Okay. All right. Animated feature.
All right. We're dealing with The Croods, Despicable Me 2, Ernest and Celestine, Frozen, and The Wind Rises, which never. I was gonna make a fart joke.
I know you were. Okay, we've got those two that no one's seen: Ernest and Celestine and The Wind Rises.
No. I know all about them. No. The Wind Rises.
I'm just assuming they're French because it's always a French animated movie.
No, that's Miyazaki. The Wind Rises
then I don't like that.
Is his? I know you don't like that.
It's anime. I don't like anime.
I know you don't. We are all aware of this. It could win because apparently this is his last film. It's one of those.
Well, he's going to kill himself? How do we know it's his last film?
That he's retiring is what he says.
Oh, whatever. Everyone
right,
says that.
I know. But it's yet to be seen if this is a
Did he ever
Soderbergh
win
retirement.
One? Did his movie? Yeah, Soderbergh retirement. Did he ever win one? Did Spirited Away win? I don't know. That would be the one that would have won.
Yeah, I think it did. I think it won.
I think it did too.
But I can't remember if it won Best Foreign Film or whether.
Oh, there might not have been an animated category at that time.
Right.
I've got a problem that the Croods is. I don't see Monsters University on this list.
That's the snub here. When you have the Croods on here, are you kidding me?
No, I'm going want and will for Frozen.
I'm going to agree with you.
Because I think it was my favorite.
Yeah, and I will say, though, Despicable Me 2 was hilarious. And an improvement over Despicable Me 1.
Okay.
We never reviewed that one, but...
Yeah. I just found out that Frozen is now the highest grossing animated film, non-sequel animated film.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Of all time. It just surpassed Finding Nemo.
Oh, wow.
For being the original, not a sequel.
Right.
Obviously, Toy Story 3 is the top. Yeah.
Wow. I did think Frozen was really
I loved
good.
Frozen.
That's the
it was
best
like
Disney
a return
film.
To form of your Lion Kings and stuff like that.
Right. Like, I haven't seen a Disney film like that since I was 12.
And I was very happy that it was Disney. It wasn't Pixar.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know Pixar does great stuff.
Yeah, and also a shout out to...
And Pixar doesn't do musicals, and Disney does, so...
Right, no, that was like a classic Disney film. That's what I've been waiting for like since I was 12 years old. Yeah, because that's when the last time we got a good one was pretty much. And a shout out to Get a Horse.
Oh, you liked Get a Horse? Get a Horse, I liked, but I was like,
it went on a little too long.
Why is this going on still? Like Get a Horse, I was like 5 minutes in, I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be it's like a 15-minute short.
Yeah,
it's coming up though, isn't it? Up
we'll talk about it.
Short, I believe it is.
It sure is. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Okay. Best foreign film, we've got The Broken Circle Breakdown from Belgium, The Great Beauty from Italy.
I believe that.
The Hunt from Denmark, The Missing Picture from Cambodia, and Omar from Palestine.
All right. I have not seen any of these.
I was not aware of the country of Palestine. Were you?
Oh, we're getting political on this.
Well, I'm just saying, like...
okay.
No, I'm not saying it shouldn't be.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's currently not, though.
Okay.
No, Am I wrong about this?
I don't know for sure.
Okay. I thought that was the whole point of the issue.
I know. But I'm not... Yeah, I thought... At the very least, I thought we were not... Because I think they consider themselves...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I don't...
I'm just saying whether we
maybe
recognize
the Academy
that or not.
does. Maybe the Academy recognizes.
That's why I'm saying I don't know for sure where we're going with this.
I haven't seen any of these. I don't know what any of them are about.
Correct. Me neither. Which
means we go by title.
That's right. First category.
Makes me actually want to go with Omar.
All right. Let me look at these real quick.
Yeah. It's either, for me... if I'm looking at them thinking like, okay, here's the country it's from, what's this movie going to be? The Hunt sounds fantastic.
That's what I was thinking, because it's from Denmark?
Yes.
But I have this feeling, and I don't know if it's some subconscious thing where I've seen something about this. It's not what you want it to be.
No.
But, just knowing The Hunt from Denmark, that sounds like, noble stag is running around and we're hunting it down.
Yes.
Wait,
it might have Mads Mikkelsen in it.
Oh, well, you're just saying that because it's
no.
From
I just
Denmark?
looked up the.
You're not supposed to look it up.
I had to because I wanted to. It does have Mads Mikkelsen. He's a teacher, lives a lonely life.
Now we know
all
something
the while
about
struggling
it.
Over his son's custody.
See, now we know something about it, and it's diminished.
Okay, well, let's find out about the rest. No.
That's gonna take too long.
Okay.
So choose a title. Here we go.
I chose Omar.
You choose Omar. All right. I'm gonna go. See, I kind of want to go with Omar too.
Well, what will you do?
I also want to be different. I was gonna go with The Hunt until you looked it up, and now that I know it's about a teacher, I don't want to choose that.
I've almost gone through and found out what all of them are about.
Okay.
Oh, you might. Oh God, these all sound awful to me. I'm sorry. I don't want to see any of these after reading the one sentence synopsises. What are you digging?
I'm gonna go with The Great Beauty.
Okay. Doesn't matter. If I read you the synopsis, you'd be disappointed. I
know. Well, now that we've picked our titles, tell me what each one of them is about real quick.
Oh, it said...
Broken Circle Breakdown.
Well, The Great Beauty is about someone, their lavish Roman nightlife, and a shock from the past on their 65th birthday. Oh. Boo.
All right.
Broken.
We know about The Hunt.
Yeah.
Mads Mikkelsen is a sad teacher.
Broken Circle breakdown is Elise and Dieter fall in love at first sight in spite of their differences. He talks, she listens. He's a romantic atheist, she's a religious realist. When their daughter becomes ill, their love is put on trial.
God. Up until that last sentence, I was almost okay with it.
If it was a comedy.
Yeah.
The missing picture is French. It says...
No, it's not.
It's Cambodia. Not. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, because the original title's in French.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
Riddy Pan uses clay figures, archival footage, and his narration to recreate the atrocities of Cambodia's Khmer Rouge committed between 75 and 79.
That one's probably the most interesting.
Yeah. And then Omar is about a Palestinian freedom fighter. Young Palestinian freedom fighter agrees to work as an informant after he's tricked into an admission of guilt by an association in the wake of an Israeli soldier's killing. It's like
that's probably going to win. I'm just going to say that.
I know. It's actually kind of like what's the movie I'm thinking of with Samuel L. Jackson? We're killing my man.
Oh, Rules of Engagement.
It's like Rules of Engagement, but Israel-Palestine.
All right, let's move on.
Okay. Anyways.
Best original screenplay.
Yep.
You got American Hustle, Blue Jasmine, Dallas Buyers Club, Her, and Nebraska.
And I don't know why The Hobbit's not listed here.
Well, that should be an adapted screenplay, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I think we were doing score?
I don't know.
You didn't say that.
I didn't.
All right, original screenplay. I'm gonna say, gosh, I don't know why American Hustle's original. Anyone?
No.
It's not. It's based on something. I guess it's just based on history, but
right.
I'm gonna Dallas Buyers Club.
Blue Jasmine's a Woody Allen script.
Jasmine's Woody Allen. Her is the most original screenplay.
Yeah, I was going to choose that for my want to win.
That's going to be my want to win. I think it has a chance to win.
I do too.
But you've got Woody Allen. You're right.
Well, and you got Nebraska, which I feel like
you got Alexander Payne.
That seems like one that they're going to be.
I'm gonna say her for both. I'm gonna say it's going to win, and I want it to.
Okay.
There's nothing else that none of.
I got it.
I broke my words.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with want to win her, will win Nebraska. Just to be different.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna be happy in that one. All right, best adapted screenplay.
Yes. Before Midnight, Captain Phillips, Philomena, 12 Years a Slave, and The Wolf. I think now this is where I think 12 Years a Slave probably has an edge.
You think so? I think it's possible. I could see them going. Okay, this is the way I feel.
Okay.
But Steve Coogan and Philomena.
Oh.
I feel like that's like the Woody Allen of this category.
That's true. It is.
I feel like that's the Woody Allen of this category. 12 Years a Slave. The screenplay is not where I think they would go. I think they would go somewhere else with it.
Yeah. Okay.
So here's my breakdown. I think Philomena will win.
Okay.
I want Captain Phillips to win. And I think that Before Midnight is the potential Bruce Dern of this category.
I think Philomena, really.
I'm just going with that. That's what I'm going with.
I think I want Captain Phillips. I don't know who. Oh, gosh.
Right, I know.
I don't know. It could be The Wolf because it's the fast talking.
Yeah, I know.
I'll say The Wolf as my
all right, you're going to go with The Wolf.
Because I haven't picked The Wolf for anything.
Right,
I think The Wolf is going to win something.
Yeah.
Okay, who's up for costume?
Costume design. American Hustle, The Grand Master, The Great Gatsby, The Invisible Woman, and 12 Years a Slave. All right.
How is she up for costume design when she was invisible?
Invisible?
Anyone?
You need to look that up because...
Okay, let me find out about The Invisible Woman.
Because that's the only one here I don't know about.
I think Gatsby's got a good chance at this.
I think
What's
Gatsby's
the Grand Master? What's the Grand
Master?
Master?
That's the Wong Kar-wai film.
Oh. It's one of those...
Yeah.
Yeah. No, costumes are probably really good.
They probably are. I just really feel, I feel Gatsby.
I feel Gatsby too.
Unless that's why I want to know because I know what all the rest of these are.
Invisible Woman's got Ralph Fiennes. It's Charles Dickens meets a younger woman. So it's a Victorian.
I remember this movie. This movie. Yes.
And Victorian ones always go. Yeah. But I think Gatsby too. I think that's I've never seen it, but I'll go ahead and say I want it to win. Why not?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going both for Great Gatsby.
It's not that I refused to see it because it was a Baz Luhrmann film.
I understand that. I have not refused to see it because it's Baz Luhrmann, as we've discussed in this podcast.
Oh, yeah, we have. We don't need to talk about that. Yeah, that's right.
But I do now that I remember that it's the Dickens one.
Yeah. Oh, the Dickens, yeah.
I think that could be that could Bruce Dern this category.
It could. It's because they like that period.
Yeah. All right, best original song, Greg.
Okay. Alone, Yet Not Alone.
What's that
Alone, Yet Not Alone.
Oh.
Happy from Despicable Me 2.
I like that one.
Let It Go from Frozen.
Love that one.
The Moon Song from Her. Ordinary Love from Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom.
That's the.
I think Let It Go is gonna. I think Let It Go.
I think Let It Go should win. That's my choice for should win.
Oh, that's my choice for both.
But I could see them going with the
Mandela,
or the Alone Yet Not Alone.
From Alone Yet Not Alone.
Yes,
that's my new Precious Bass.
I know. Yeah, I could see them doing one.
Do you know that song?
Ones.
What is it?
I've heard it, but I just
who's it by? Because that's a factor here.
It is, but it's just one of those like I'm gonna sing a song. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And the Mandela song, U2, I like that one. I feel like that's another one that they could be like...
Yeah. Bono, Get Up Here.
Right.
We Like You in Hollywood.
You wrote a song for your friend Mandela.
Yeah, it's true. Your friend Mandela. Okay.
I'm going to say they're going to choose Ordinary Love, but I would be very happy, and I do think it's entirely possible that they will pick Let It Go. That would definitely be my pick. And I do think it has a chance.
I think it's got a chance. Yeah. Because traditionally those ones used to win.
That's what I'm saying. So, that's a old-fashioned shoe-in.
Yes.
And it was definitely the best song. Although
my thing is this. I don't know what do you want to say about Happy?
Yeah. I just want to throw a little shout-out because I do like the song Happy. It's Pharrell Williams.
Oh, okay.
But I think that guy's got enough.
He's got enough going for him right now.
For this year.
The thing is, the songs, I don't like it when end credit songs win. Because I'm like, that wasn't really in the movie. It was in the movie. It was what people heard when they left.
Right.
Like, they didn't even hear the whole thing. So that's why I'm...
Well, Happy is not end credit song.
No, I figured it wasn't because it was from an animated film.
Yeah.
Okay. Score.
We got John Williams, The Book Thief. Stephen Price, Gravity. William Butler and Owen Pallett, Her. Alexander Desplat, Philomena, and Thomas Newman, Saving Mr. Banks.
All right, and we talked about this a little bit last week with my sound. So I'm going Gravity, and I think it'll win.
Okay.
I'm doubling up on Gravity.
You're doubling up on Gravity. Just to be interesting, I'm going to say I think Gravity will win, and I do think it should win, but I'm going to say want to win Thomas Newman, Saving Mr. Banks.
Okay.
Just because that's the only chance I have to say something to pick Saving Mr. Banks.
Okay.
But I don't necessarily think that'll win at all.
No. Yeah.
Although I will be honest, I have listened to The Book Thief.
Oh, it's good.
It's very good.
It's classic John Williams. But I think they just nominated him.
And I also want to say I don't think that movie was as bad as it was made out to be.
I didn't see it
because I read the book first.
I heard it was
a friend of mine recommended the book. Mm-hmm. And I read it, and that's a weird, wonderful book. And actually, I did not think the movie was that bad of an adaptation.
Okay.
So take that for what it's worth.
All right.
I mean, it's not. Quite honestly, having read the book, it should be like an Oscar-winning film.
Oh.
And it's not that.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
But it is good.
But it's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We're getting into two
Best
more
documentary. No more looking things up.
I'm not going to look these up.
Okay.
The Act of Killing.
All right.
Cutie and the Boxer. I mean, that's a shoe-in
right
from at this point. Dirty Wars,
mm-hmm.
The Square, and 20 Feet from Stardom.
Which that's the only one I actually know anything about.
Okay, I don't know anything about. And why do I think I know? I've heard about Dirty Wars, but I can't recall.
Do you want me to tell you about 20 Feet from Stardom?
Sure. Yeah.
That's the one about backup singers.
Oh, that's right.
A bunch of backup
that's right.
singers.
I do know about that.
And that one's supposed to be real good.
I'm going Cutie and the Boxer.
Obviously, both of us are going Cutie and the Boxer.
Especially if the boxer's a dog.
I hope so.
I really hope it's a dog.
Yeah. Okay.
20 Feet from Stardom might win, though. Maybe I'll put that as my think we'll win.
Okay.
Okay.
Are our marking systems opposite?
Maybe.
Because I'm putting X for will win and zeros for
want to win. I'm putting X for want to win and circles for will win.
We've just made this more confusing.
Only if you're reading my sheet.
Yeah.
You're not going to know by just looking at this one what you picked. Come on. All right. What about who's up for short documentary?
Well, we got Cave Digger.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. She ain't nothing but a cave digger. Facing Fear. All right. Karama Has No Walls. Sara Ishak. The Lady in Number 6. Music saved my life.
That one's about Battlestar Galactica.
And then finally, Prison Terminal. The Last Days of Private Jack Hall.
Boy, I wonder what that one's about. Man.
All right, what are you going with?
Well, there's the one that's about the Cylon.
Yeah.
I like Cave Digger because it's one word, but with a capital D.
With a capital in the middle.
Yeah, I'm going with that.
That's my want to win, just because of the title. Where these are, once again, to remind the
audience.
What do you think? These are purely on titles.
Yeah, and I think purely on titles, I think Sarah Ishak will win.
Oh, I was going to say the same thing. I'll choose something different.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the straightforward Prison Terminal, The Last Days of Private Jack Hall.
It's not leaving anything to imagination.
No. Okay, best makeup and hairstyling.
Makeup and hairstyling. Dallas Buyers Club. Mm-hmm. Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. The Lone Ranger. And that's it.
That's it. Where's The Hobbit?
That's the one. That's the right in here. Because that's the one. I don't want to pick any of these.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick one. I want to pick The Hobbit.
Yeah.
So in lieu of that, I'm going to pick Dallas Buyers Club.
I am too.
And I think it'll win too.
Oh, you're doing want to and...
I'm a double or upper.
Yeah. I don't want to pick any of these.
Bad Grandpa, it's like, oh, you did makeup for one person.
Right.
I'm not going to give you an award for makeup on one person.
What I think is going to make the difference between Dallas Buyers Club and Lone Ranger is who did the makeup.
Well, I know that this is a huge category where it depends on who it is. If Rick Baker did Bad Grandpa, it's going to win.
Right.
Like, this is one of those. And I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't have that list with the actual names of the nominees.
Yeah.
But you're right. This one will go completely to the person because the makeup people vote for their people.
Right.
Okay.
Lone Ranger did have good makeup, though.
Yeah, but it also had mostly CGI. So I don't know what was makeup and what wasn't.
Okay, fair enough.
What about production design? Who's up?
Best production design. American Hustle, Gravity, The Great Gatsby, Her, and 12 Years a Slave. Now, I want to say something here.
Okay.
I love the movie Gravity. Okay?
Okay.
Where is the production design in a movie that's almost entirely CGI?
It's mostly costume design.
Right.
They have production designers that design the space station and stuff.
Yes,
but a lot of it's based off stuff that exists.
Correct.
No, for this one, the one I want to win is Her.
Oh, really?
Had great,
for the futuristic
very
thing?
unique
I was
look
thinking the
to
same
it.
thing.
I really liked it.
I was thinking
Although I will say that I saw the Walt Disney Concert Hall in about half the scenes of that movie. They just were like, here's a new angle. We're in the future. And I was like, you talking about the Walt Disney Concert Hall again?
Right.
But like his office and like the production design of like the small things in that movie, the props, is awesome.
I'm going to agree with you.
I'm going to say Gatsby is the will win.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
To win.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now that I've looked at your system, I just messed up my own system.
Best film editing. You've got American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Dallas Buyers Club, Gravity, 12 Years a Slave.
All right.
This is a tougher.
This is a tough one.
I'm leaning towards wanting Captain Phillips to win.
Really?
I feel like 12 Years a Slave, maybe. I haven't seen it, though.
Well, I'm going straight up film editing, Gravity.
Well, there's so many wonders, though.
I know. That's why.
The lack thereof?
Mm-hmm. Well, it was subtle editing. It wasn't just...
I feel like sometimes, though, when you get these ones like that it's taking away from the editor's job because so much of it is prevised and it's cut before it's even shot.
Well, I guess you're right about that.
And the director usually does a lot of that. Sometimes they bring in the editor and stuff, but so that's the only reason why I don't want. I'm not picking that.
Here's what I'm going to go.
And I might be wrong. I might be assuming things, but
no, you're right.
Whatever.
You're right. I'm going to go want Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, because this is going to come earlier in the night.
That's true.
So I'm going to say they're going to give it to American Hustle.
Oh, so then they cannot get anything else.
And then they're like, oh, this is the beginning of American Hustle's run.
That's good. Oh, I like that thinking.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to do the same thing for 12 Years a Slave.
Go for it. All right, best cinematography. The Grandmaster, Gravity, Inside Llewellyn Davis, Nebraska, and Prisoners.
Yeah, that one's funny to me.
Like that one was clearly made. Yeah, no, it was clearly made to be an Oscar film, and it's just not here.
It wasn't made to be an Oscar film. It just looked like
so.
It was a thriller to me, and they should know better than those winning.
Nope.
All right, now here's where
what's missing here?
What's missing here? I don't know. What's missing here?
I don't know. I'm just asking if you think anything's missing from cinematography.
Not off the top of my head. I can't think of anything immediately. This is one where I'm like, I don't know what to do because I sat here last year and lambasted for hours on the Life of Pi
what you're gonna say,
for being up for cinematography when it was entirely CGI. And I'm wanting to lean towards Gravity.
Well, I did not lambast Pi last year for that.
So you're totally fine doing that?
I'm clearly choosing Gravity.
I think that here's how I'm going to rationalize my pick of Gravity.
Okay.
I'm going to pick it.
Okay. Well, Gravity's my want-to pick. I can't decide if Gravity's going to win, win, or
I don't know if it will because they might go for the traditional. And then in which case you're looking at Llewyn Davis or maybe the Grandmaster.
See, I was saying either they're going to go Nebraska because it's black and white.
Yeah.
Or they're going to go the Grandmaster.
Okay.
I can't decide.
It's the only thing Llewyn Davis is up for.
Yeah, I know. And wait a minute. Llewyn Davis should be up for song.
I think it is. Oh, no, it's not. It should be up for best song.
It should be up for song.
They snubbed the Coen brothers this year. And I don't know. It's up for some sound stuff, but whatever.
But it should be up for song.
You're right. It should be up for song.
That's what was missing from the song.
So I don't know. Because of that, maybe that. I don't. I'm gonna say the Grandmaster's gonna win, but I want Gravity to win. Now let me rationalize my Gravity pick.
Okay, hold on. Let me just do this, and then you can do. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna say both want to and will as Gravity.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I hope you're right.
Me too.
So I said Life of Pi. It's all CGI.
Yep.
Now that's true.
It is.
And Gravity. It's mostly CGI.
Yep.
Also true. However, Life of Pi, there wasn't any shots that blew my mind.
Okay.
It was a bunch of CGI backgrounds on a standard looking movie.
Okay.
I know
people who would disagree with you, but
I know, but me personally,
right.
This movie had a million innovative shots. Like to me, this is like an Inception style thing where you're like, oh my god, that shot was amazing.
How did they?
And so for that reason, for the technical and the ability to pull those shots off, because there's usually a person in the shots, and you do have to move the camera around people.
Yep. And I'm just gonna.
The ice cream man's here. It's dark out.
It's nighttime.
It's like 60 degrees and the ice cream man's coming down the street. That's kind of scary.
It's like you just look out your door, the ice cream truck drives by, there's a clown in it, like,
hey!
Come out, children. Okay, I just want to preface the rest of these awards by saying we're getting into some of the technical ones.
Yes.
And
this is where my opinions become stronger.
This is where your opinions become stronger, and this is where my opinion's just going to be Gravity time and time again.
Okay, you're just going to be like, it's going to Gravity.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, that's why I'm picking Gravity for...
Understood.
Also, there's nothing else in that category that I was like, amazing cinematography.
Right. Gravity was mind-blowing camera work and stuff.
Okay, best sound editing. You have All Is Lost, which I really still want to see.
Yeah.
Captain Phillips. I think that's a snub. Captain Phillips. Gravity. The Hobbit finally getting a nomination. And not that I'm thinking it should have been up for anything other than technical stuff. Lone Survivor.
Well, I think it should have been up for score.
Score, yes. Robert Redford got a snub, too.
Yeah, no kidding.
I thought he would be nominated.
Yeah.
And so did he, and I heard him say, like, yeah, well, if the studio had cared...
The
studio didn't put anything behind it.
That's what it was.
I'm picking Lone Survivor for the next two categories.
Okay, I'm going Gravity in the next two categories.
Okay, so sound editing, I'm doing Lone Survivor. I think Gravity will probably win. I think Gravity is going to sweep these technical awards.
Okay.
I do want Lone Survivor to win both of these sound awards.
And why is that?
Because it was amazing. The sound was ridiculous in that movie.
But it was just gun shooting sounds.
Yeah, but there was a lot of kind of little unique like sequences. What?
No, I just don't agree.
Gravity just had no sound because you were in space.
It was well done.
I know, it was very well done. It was actually very well designed because...
And I'm saying that that's a more unique experience than Mark Wahlberg shooting
All right, that's true. You've convinced me. I'll take Gravity, but I'm going to circle Lone Survivor just because it was the other standout.
Okay.
And sound mixing, the only difference is that Inside Llewyn Davis and Captain Phillips are in there instead of All Is Lost.
And
no, that's it. There's an extra nominee.
There's not an extra nominee.
Well, why not?
They are exactly the same. They're just in a different.
Oh, you're right. No.
All Is Lost.
All Is Lost is replaced by Llewyn Davis.
Right.
All right. I'm taking Gravity though.
Yeah, I'm going Gravity on both.
Visual effects.
I can tell you exactly what I'm going with on this.
Gravity, Hobbit, Iron Man, Lone Ranger, Star Trek Into Darkness.
All right, let me go first on this one because you tend to have a lot of opinions.
This year it's easy. This is the easiest year in visual effects that I've had since 1999.
Okay.
This is the first year where I think what I want to win will win.
Which is
the
Gravity.
First time in 13 years,
Yes.
which is Gravity.
Yes.
I think it will.
But which also sets us up for if anything else wins besides Gravity.
Exactly.
Greg will hold on to this for the rest of his life.
That's absolutely right. How can it be anything else?
I don't know. I don't know how
There's
it can
no
be
way.
anything else.
There's no way.
And don't get me wrong. These other movies have good CGI.
I guess.
Well, Hobbit has good CGI.
Yes, The Hobbit does. And the rest of them were fine.
I thought Star Trek was good at CGI.
Star Trek was better than the two in the middle, which is Iron Man and Lone Ranger.
Agreed. But if you give it to anything other than Gravity in this, shame on you.
Yeah.
And this is one time, because you and I actually disagreed in 99. That was the Matrix versus Phantom Menace year.
Yeah.
You said it should have been Phantom Menace.
I said Jar Jar Binks. You said
I
liquid mirrors.
Yes. I agreed with the Academy and going with the Matrix. This time, there will be no disagreement.
Okay.
And it's been recorded.
Okay.
Because if they don't give it to Gravity,
like
if all the things that I've chosen Gravity,
rant. Yes, this is the one.
This is the one.
Yeah, this is the one. Okay, and we get...
actually, this and Alfonso. Really.
Yeah, okay.
Because he deserves that. Okay,
all right, we get to round it out with some fun ones here.
Yeah, okay. So best short film animated.
Uh-huh.
We've got...
Wait, let me do this one because the next one has a bunch of foreign words. You do the next one.
All right. You've just done the last, 4, but that's fine.
But we just rushed through them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we've got Feral, Get a Horse, Mr. Hublot.
I would have said Hublot, but...
Hublot, Possessions, and Room on the Broom. That's my pick. There's a movie called Room on the Broom. It's obviously about witches.
Is it?
I don't know.
I could be... for some reason, that sounds...
I can't wait for the clip now.
I don't want to agree with you, but I really have to.
Room on the Broom?
It has to be, right?
I think so. But what do you think might win?
I'm going to go with might win Get a Horse just because that's the only one I've seen.
Yeah. And it's like an old-timey Mickey, so there's some nostalgia.
Well done, old-timey Mickey, too.
Nostalgia.
All right. So you're going to throw me in the deep end with this one, huh?
You said you had practiced.
I had practiced names.
These are names
of
movies.
People.
Oh.
Pause. Taking it to the streets?
I'm not playing anything.
I know, but I'm saying, is that what we're going to end on?
No. Did you want to?
No. I just... Well, I was thinking we could end on something other than the song.
Oh, okay. We could end on Taking It to the Streets. That's fine.
Okay. Resume. All right. So best short film.
Live action.
Here we go. Hold on.
Oh, you could just read the parentheses parts.
Nope. I'm gonna try.
Do this.
Aquel no era yo. I can handle that one.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't me. That's the title in English. Avant que de tu perdre.
Yeah, that sounds right. That's pretty good.
It's French.
Yeah.
Just before losing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Helium.
Okay.
Then you've got the Vorman problem. And finally, you've got Pitako Mun Kaiki Hoita, which I think that's Klingon.
Is that Klingon? The way you said it is.
Which is, do I have to take care of everything?
Which is a great title. Great title. I'm assuming that one's from somewhere in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what that language is.
I'm telling you, it's Klingon.
Yeah. Man, if a Klingon movie was nominated, that'd be the best. I think I want to pick that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really like the translation.
I do too. Do I have to do everything?
You know it's a comedy then, which is good.
You hope it's a comedy.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to say I want that to win just because of the title.
The Vorman problem I also like as well.
Okay. Then I'm going to go with the French one.
Okay.
Avant que de tu
Just before losing everything.
Just before losing everything. A title that must be whispered.
It can only be whispered. All right.
So
that is the picks.
We'll
people.
see soon. March 2nd. We will see about a month from now.
Yeah, after that comes back, we'll obviously do our brief
wrap up.
What the heck happened podcast.
Right. Who won? Who lost?
I gotta say though, this year I'm not. Maybe I said this last year, but I'm just not feeling super excited.
Yeah,
I think I did say it last year.
I think you did say it last year.
It's not like it's always the case though.
It's not like it's not like I'm older now, so I don't care. No, I really like the Academy Awards, the Oscars. But with a year like this,
yeah.
Like even all the ones that I said I really want this to win. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
With the exceptions that I have stated, which is special effects, visual effects, gravity, and director Cuarón.
Okay.
Those are the two that if my choice doesn't get it, I'm gonna have something to say about it.
I'm gonna be actually upset if there's a movie other than Gravity that sweeps. I actually would like this year to be spread out.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at them and thinking, I don't want any of these really to sweep everything.
Yeah.
And Gravity's not in a position to do that anyways.
Well, tell that to the media, because if one movie wins more than 2 awards, they're going to be like, oh, they cleaned up this year. That's just
I don't care about the media. But
okay.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
All right. That's it.
Yeah. So, all right. Enjoy your Academy Awards. We'll talk to you before then.
Yeah. Obviously, we'll be back prior to the awards show, but there's the picks that we've given you so that you can do nothing with them.
Yes,
and make
you
your
are
own
now
picks.
less informed than you were.
And you know how we feel about movies we didn't see.
Yeah. So take it to the streets, folks.
So remember the contest, and Facebook.com/FITB Podcast is where to find everything. Tell your friends.
And fillandtheblankfilms.com.
Correct.
Go check it out.
Alrighty, we will see you next time.
I love you guys.